My name is Kevin Ray, and you're listening to Truckers and Others. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're on Tuesday. We're rolling around. We're having a great day. You know why? Because I got a lot of sleep. Should I have? No! Should not have slept in until 6:45. That's sleeping in. Hardcore sleeping in. Because I woke up at 4, 4:30, 5, and then I woke up to a phone call from my wife. She's like, hey, are you going to work today? I'm like, oh, fuck, I guess so, I will. Luckily, well, not even lucky, because it's just another day. This is a day that has no set beginning or end. It's just go get loaded and go get to the hotel. Whatever time that happens is whatever time that happens. Really, as long as I can get loaded before 4 o'clock, which is no problem. Wichita to where I'm going is 3 hours. So I've already been on the road for a little while. But yeah, had a good night last night. Talked to my buddy Luke, and he talked me into it because we were just talking to talk because I hadn't talked to him in a couple of days, and he talked me into it. He's like, "You need to go eat at that fucking shitty restaurant again." I'm like, "Oh, all right. You bent my arm. I'm going back." I went back. Okay, I went back to the shitty restaurant, and it was delicious. It was amazing. I mean, not amazing. I wouldn't say amazing, but it was delicious. But I go in there, and the chick at the counter, she's like, "Hey, welcome back." I'm like, "I'm already a regular, damn it." "Welcome back. Do you want the same pork and pig or whatever the fuck it's called?" It's a pork and beef burger mixed together. They think they invented something here. They're like, what if we take some ground pork and some ground beef and we just like mush it together, and then we call that it's a moo oink burger. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be delicious. It's so special that they don't have it on their sign. It's on a little cardboard thing on the counter. It's like, would you like to try the new moo oink burger? I'm like, is that new? It's like, well, we've had it since we opened, but yeah, we have it. And that first time, that's what I got, and it was pretty good. But I don't know, the sudden shock of what I walked into really made me uncomfortable. But I will say, the second time around felt kind of nice. Okay, they recognized me. There was nobody else even in the town. The whole town just was busy doing other stuff somewhere else. Me, the girl at the counter, and the old lady cooking the burger in the back. We're the only people in town, I think. So, but no, this time I was like, no, I don't want to try the moo oink again. It was good, but I'd really like to just try your beef burgers. I was like, I'll do the monster burger. She's like, no bun. I was like, you got it. You know me. What's my name? She's like, I don't know. I'll have to get it from you later. I'm like, okay. So I got to be careful. I don't want to start flirting with this chick. Maybe I do. No, I don't. I don't. I got to be careful. I forgot my wedding ring on this trip, so that's not good. I hang it up in the shower, and sometimes when I put my shit back on my rack, the ring is behind all that stuff, and I don't even remember. I don't know. I go some weeks without wearing it, and I go other weeks while wearing it. I don't know. Usually, like on a route like this, yeah, I'll wear it because I'm just sitting in a truck mainly. If I'm working with my hands and stuff, I'm going to lose that fucker. So I usually just leave it at home. It's either going to get crushed or something. Because I'm a wild man. Sometimes I figure out that things are dangerous while doing them. And I'm like, oh, I just smashed the fuck out of my hand. Whoops-a-daisy. Won't do that again. But now I know. But there's a lot of new ones that pop up day by day. So, gotta be on my toes. So yeah, I got there, ordered the burger. I was like, the Monster Burger, how much meat is that? She said it's 12 ounces. I was like, okay. Is it 2 6-ounce patties? She's like, yes. I'm like, all right. Well, I had a third 6-ounce patty. She's like, her whole body jiggled. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, can you add another patty? She's like, I don't know if you're going to be able to handle that. I'm like, well, I ate here last week, and I ate 2 pieces of burger, and it was good, but I was still, like, hungry, but you don't have anything else. I didn't say this, but I'm like, you don't have anything else on your menu that isn't fucking deep fried. There's it's all deep fried shit and burgers. So this is what I got. So I ordered 3 6-ounce patties with cheese, grilled mushrooms, no bun, with another plate. They bring out 2 plates. This is the second time they've done it. They bring out 2 plates. One plate full of chopped onion, lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Did I say mayo? Lettuce, tomato, onion, and mayo. And pickles. So they bring me out like this whole other dish full of the toppings, which I think is kind of nice. It's like my burger's over here, and I got all those fucking toppings over there. And I can, pick and choose what I'm going to do. Of course, I immediately scoop all the onions onto the burgers. And, yeah, it was really good. I mean, if you close your eyes and eat it, and imagine you're at, like a Big Boy or something. You're like, I'm at a Big Boy right now, and this is a delicious burger. Then you open your eyes, and you're like, this place is packed full of shit, dude. You're like, this is ridiculous. And I started to make a little bit of fun of it, not to them, obviously, but just in my own mind, I'm like, this is a fucking pigsty. This is a fucking horrible. Like, I didn't realize they have 2 more tables. There's 2 more tables in the back of the room. I saw the chairs, and I saw the corner of the table. It's packed full of shit, okay? It's packed full. And then I didn't even realize they have restrooms back there. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and assume the restrooms were clean, I'm going to assume. And everything was fine. Actually, the place was clean. But it's like, part of me wants to make fun of it, part of me wants to feel bad for them. The part of me that wants to make fun of them is, I'm the only person in this fucking town eating at your restaurant all day for dinner, probably. You guys have some time that you might be able to come in here and start stacking books up a little bit better, or organize, or like throw some of this shit away. Well, I don't know. Is it all sentimental? I don't know. Hoarders, everything's sentimental. So part of me wants to make fun of them for that. It's like, you guys are standing around here, not doing shit all fucking day. One guy comes in to order a burger, and then you make it, and then you're like, all right, that was a hard day's worth of work. The other part of me feels bad for him because the old lady, I bet she owns the place. I bet she's there every single day making burgers for one person. And maybe she ain't got no man. Maybe the man went away. I don't know. I don't know how it went down. Not gonna ask. Not gonna find out. Probably not gonna find out. And she's like, yeah, this. I'm just visualizing what might be a possibility. Fred that passed away 7 years ago, and he left me this place, and now it's just me and my granddaughter running this place. We're in here every single day, 17 hours a day. And Fred, he used to have this place looking amazing. And he would get his buddy to come over, and then they would repaint and re-wallpaper and fix the carpet over there. And it was just so nice. But after he passed away, ain't nobody been able to come over and help me for 7 years. Now imagine that. You got tears in your eyes. You're like, poor lady. The other part of me is like, I'm also imagining me taking a day off and going over there and helping them clean up. I'm not going to drive all the way to Oklahoma, so this is all hypothetical. There's no way I'm doing that. But if I got a couple of people together and we went down there and we're like, hey, we're here. We're charity workers. We're going to help revitalize we're like Gordon Ramsay's fix up your piece of shit restaurant. Yeah, he's going to be coming in, but he comes in later. We're going to fix this place up, just lie to him, but for a good reason. Because Gordon Ramsay ain't coming, but she ain't going to let me clean this fucking place up unless she thinks Gordon Ramsay's coming. Who am I? I have no background on anything. But I think I can stack fucking books, and organize a room a little bit better. No telling how many mice are back in that fucking pile. I don't know. I don't even know. There's not even a trace of a mouse, so I don't want to say that. But I imagine there might be a couple of little fellas in there overnight. Know what I mean? I had one in my fucking barbecue grill, okay? So I'm no better. But, yeah, just go down there and clean the place up and get it all revitalized, repaint the sign, fix the crooked sign out front, get rid of all the junk outside. There's junk outside, too. Fix the fucking curtains. Dust it. Make this place popping again. Move on, organize the shit. I was thinking like a library restaurant. So, there's bookshelves, and people can walk around and look at the bookshelves. And she's got her own library in a dining room. I don't know if that would work out very well, but you never know. It might become fringe. It might become the new hot thing. It may get a Michelin star or something. I don't know. They're like, yeah, you can. They have a whole fucking high-tech library at the burger joint. It's worth the drive, and people would drive. She'd have, swarms, busloads of people showing up all hours of the day, and she'd be like, oh, and then she might, break an arm trying to flip a burger or something. So you got to keep that in mind. Does she want more customers? Does she want to work harder than she is now? Probably not. So that's my conclusion on the issue of the restaurant. The restaurant is the way the restaurant is, and if you make it better, it's going to make it worse for her. She's fine. She's got making money, enough money to live in her little trailer or whatever it might be, I don't know. She's got a storage facility, which is her restaurant also. She's living life the way she wants to. And if I come in there and clean the place up and make her fucking hire more people and get it all fucking buzzing around there, she's going to be like, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. And now I'm so busy, my arms hurt. And they fell off. So see that's the solution I got for the problem. Let me tell you another thing that I feel a little bit bad about. I've had probably 5 people in the last 3 weeks flag me down on the side of the road, and I just give it more throttle and get out of there. Not that any of these people looked like they were dangerous or anything. One guy was in a van. That looked a little sketch. He did have a completely flat tire, and I could see the wear marks on the highway. He was driving on a flat tire for a while. And then it finally blew, and there was parts of his fucking Firestone laying in the middle of the road. I had to swerve it. And then I see him sitting in his van, and he ain't got no AC. You know he ain't got no AC. He sticks his thumb out the window, and I just, and I feel bad. I'm like, man, I should stop and help this guy out and get murdered in the back and become burgers at this new burger joint that I'm talking about. I don't want to do that. This could be Fred. That could have been Fred in the van. He does this 3 times a week, and nobody knows because it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Okay. The guy also could have just needed some tools. I don't have tools. I don't have shit. Do you need an orange or an apple? Because that's what I got. I got a little bit of waters. I probably could have thrown one. If I rolled my window down, slowed down, and threw a water into his window, that probably would have helped him out a lot. He could be a skeleton by now. He could be all dried up. But state troopers run up and down that route quite often. I believe. I mean, I'm only on it so often, and I see him every time, just about. So, I'm sure he's doing well now. Old Fred in his Chevy van. There's another one, but it's in more of a populated area, and the lady was like kind of didn't run out in the middle of the road, but she was on the shoulder, like waving her arms, and I'm like, I have somewhere I really need to be, and that looks like that's going to take some time. So I just kept on going, but I was in a populated area, so I'm like, you're going to get somebody. You'll get somebody. It ain't me, but you'll get somebody. And that's just how you got to be. I've heard more recently about people getting freaking beat up or something on the side of the road by fucking hitchhikers or I don't do that. I'm getting a tattoo soon, and it's gonna be on one of my arms, and it's gonna say hitchhikers may be escaping inmates. There's a sign that I pass by every single time I come down here. It says hitchhikers may be escaped inmates or escaping inmates or whatever. So I'm going to get that on one of my arms. And so whenever I pull up next to them, I can just be like, are you one of these? And they'll be like, of course not. I'm like, oh, fuck, sorry. Well, I just have to ask. Legally I have to ask. Hop on in. Let's go. Where are you going? Ohio? Well, I'll get you like close-ish. I'm going to leave you in the middle of fucking nowhere. When I get to where I'm going, though, this is a company truck. I can't do nothing like that. But yeah, I don't know. We're in like southern Kansas, northern Oklahoma. Everybody's nice down here. So, somebody's stopping for everybody, but it ain't me. I got places to be. I got things to do. I don't want to get murdered. I gotta get my backyard mowed the rest of the way. I just don't have time to stop for hitchhikers and pedestrians on the motorway. They got this new cashless tolling thing. Cashless tolls now live. Keep moving. So now I'm like, I don't know. I pull up to where it says like go 20 for like the Pike Pass, Oklahoma Pass, or whatever the fuck it is, the K tag. I get up to those, and I'm like, do I still need to go 20? I think so. Or they would have taken the sign down. But people fly through those. Like, people are flying through those things. Like, even the toll booths, because now nobody's in the toll booths. It's just, and there's no arms or anything down. It's just a free for all. You can just fly through that. Now, you got to think of that, too. Now, we got a lot of toll people that were collecting tolls or whatever. They just lost a job. What are they doing? And there's a lot of them. I mean, they were really low because most of the stuff you just print out a ticket and then you get to the next place and you just, I don't know. Lady in one of them would take your credit card and shit, but now it's all pictures and whatever. So now my picture is taken probably 30 times on this route. And they're like, okay, he's still on track. Like, you ain't getting away from nobody now. They'll take a picture of your truck and then they'll run it through a database and be like, this is a stolen vehicle. And then the cops know where you're going, you know? Or that tag doesn't match that description, or I don't know. Maybe that's what those toll people are doing now. They're just going through pictures, matching up plates with cars and stuff. Or be like, I can't see the tag on this car. Go get them, boys. They got to pay that motherfucking toll. Pay the toll! Or feed the troll. Played my game last night. Yeah, it's working out really good. I didn't really, I downloaded a couple more things, and yeah, it's working out better. I got a good engine that's got a good sound to it now. Sounds and looks the part, which is awesome. I figured out how to get the wheels and tires that I really wanted. Unfortunately, I have to go 5 lug. It's only in the 5 lug category to get the steel wheel that I want. It's not even the right steel wheel, but it is a 15 by 9. So it's the right size wheel, and it looks close, and I can put a center cap, and I can put a beauty ring on it. So it looks okay. And I was very happy with that last night. And I put on I downloaded a new tire pack. So I got new tires, and you can make it to where they have like extra grip or like regular grip. But extra grip is really like, I don't know, it's more close to real life grip, I would think. So I got that. I did download another mod. It was an El Camino mod. It's fucking sick. I loved it. I wish I could make it 4-wheel drive, which I think you can. I got to download another mod to make a 4-wheel drive car, and then add the El Camino body onto that chassis, and then it should work out. Played career mode for a while. I got something I've been wanting to do for a while. Like, I built a dually square body with a gooseneck hitch, but on like the where you buy the cars or whatever, they're all random. So you have to wait for a gooseneck to pop up, and I finally got a gooseneck to pop up. The square body's a little bit too tall for it. You got to put the tailgate down, then back underneath it. The tailgate rips off every fucking time. Don't know why, but whatever. Got the gooseneck hooked up onto it, and then I was driving around. I was doing a bunch of delivery missions on this game. It was awesome. Just like real life, kind of. So I got a square body with a flatbed, and I got boxes on the flatbed, and I got to deliver the stuff that's inside the boxes. And I just driving around, fucking having a great time. And then a fucking van pulled out in front of me, and it took off my driver's side dual fender and wheel. And then I was dead in the water. I was dead in the water, couldn't go nowhere. And I thought I might be able to reset just the truck and leave the trailer there, fully loaded of my goods that I need to deliver. Because you pay a penalty if you don't deliver them. So I unhooked the truck from the trailer, respawned the truck, and then it said, abandoned deliveries. I'm like, yay, bitch! I was gonna go back and get that. God damn it! So I just turned the game off. I said, all right, we're done. Then I watched a couple of movies. Or no, I started to watch Neighbors and Inglorious Bastards. But they were on TV channels, so I had to keep switching back and forth every time there's a damn commercial break. So I watched those a little bit, and then I fell asleep. And I woke up to, apparently there's a hurricane going on. A real bad one headed straight for Mexico. And it's about the size of Mexico. They said this thing is fucking gigantic. It's fucking horrible. It's not good. The Bahamas, the Dominican Republic, Jamaica is currently getting blended. And the other, what are those other little islands? The Keys? No, not the Keys. Whatever they are. I don't know what it is. It's bad. It's real bad. The bad big old hurricane is coming in. And there's another hurricane also, I think. I don't know. I woke up to this, okay? And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay. And I just went back to sleep a little bit. And then I woke up later on, it was still on. And they were just like, this is crazy. This is the earliest season hurricane or something like that. I don't know. But looks like Texas is going to get fucked up. At least the southern part of it is going to get fucked up pretty bad. Apparently Iowa's getting a fuckload of rain. It's going to fill up the rivers, and the rivers down here, I noticed, the rivers and creeks and all this stuff, they're pretty fucking topped off. They're pretty fucking full. So it'll be interesting if I'm going to hit some rain today or not. I hit rain yesterday. I could use a little rain right now, clean my fucking windshield. But yeah, yesterday, for breakfast, they only had bacon and those cheese omelets again. And the bacon was not good at all. That was for breakfast today. But yeah, I got grilled chicken and a bunch of fruit. So I'm going to have a nice, delicious lunch. Probably after I get loaded, I'm going to eat lunch. Another little update is over the weekend, I forgot to take any of my pills, which I only take 2 pills. But I take omeprazole, which is an antacid. It cures heartburn and all that shit. 1 pill fixes you up right away. Not right away. And you bite it in half and give it like 10 minutes. And then you won't even remember you had acid reflux and shit. It's a miracle pill, is what it is. I've taken 1 a day for the last 12 years. I've missed days here and there, but I've usually just stay on it. And it really changed my life, because I was, obviously I wasn't eating good, and chewing tobacco really stirs it up, makes it really bad. So whenever I found those pills, which was when I was working in the lumber yard, I was like, whoa, this is awesome. But over the weekend, I forgot to take them Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and then I forgot them on Monday morning. And usually I know if I missed a day, like 1 single day, oh, I'm fucking done for. I gotta bite 1 in half and eat 1. Solid. Because they have like a time release capsule coating on them or whatever. So I forgot it, and But I didn't remember until I was talking to my wife last night, and I was like, I forgot to take my pills. She's like, oh no. I'm like, but I'm fine, which is weird because it's been 3 days without the pills. So I'm not trying to say that I've cured myself already, but this is strange. That, well, I mean, changing my diet really, it changes everything. Getting your body back into a more of a natural state rather than eating all that processed shit, dude. The processed shit tastes amazing. Like, yeah, there's a reason we eat it. It's fucking delicious. But I promise you, if you just stop eating that stuff, things will get better. And I'm not like strictly on the carnivore. You guys know this. I talk to you about every fucking meal I have. Meat and fruit. Meat and fruit. Meat and fresh fruit. Not canned fruit. Which I don't know if canned fruit's bad either. But all I know is I'm doing fresh fruit. So, and it's not, I'm sure it all needs. I washed my grapes, and I should have washed my apples, but I never washed my apples. But I'm sure they got some GMOs. They got some nasty shit sprayed on them or something. I don't know. But all in all, a little bit of bad that comes along with like eating an apple unwashed is better than eating a row of cookies and grilled cheese or something. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that has a lot of bread. A burrito. Which, I don't know. Burritos are still good. I would still... Like, I could probably go to Chipotle and get a burrito bowl. But no burrito, no shell. I could probably still eat that, so it's not horrible. I could still eat that. Panda Express is a no for me. But I'm sure people could figure out something to do there. And then every other place sells burgers, and you can eat animal products is mainly what I'm trying to eat. And so, cheese, Kraft Velveeta isn't exactly made from an animal, but, I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. But, I am noticing a lot of differences. I'm feeling way better. I have way more energy. I'm thinking a lot clearer, but I wouldn't say I'm thinking a lot clearer. When I wasn't thinking clear was around 2021 to 2023, 2020 to 2022, around the time that I got COVID, dude, I was in a fog for a long fucking time. Like, I was just on like autopilot, it felt like. It was like nothing special. And it's hard to remember all of that shit that went down. But I had hardcore brain fog, and I even brought it up to somebody at some point in time. I was like, yeah, I don't feel right. Like, I feel okay, but I haven't felt normal for a while. And it ended up being like 2 years. And there wasn't like a getting out of it stage. It was just like, I would go, a couple of weeks or months, and then I'd look back and I'd be like, I remember everything, and I don't feel so foggy anymore. So yeah, I have no idea what all that was. I did get the shot. I got suckered into getting the shot. I got it for 50 cents off a gallon. 50 cents off 20 gallons of fuel. Boom. Count me in. Because gas was high. So, yeah, that was a strange time. I don't even know what shot I got. It was a COVID vaccine. I got the shot. I had no issues with it or anything. But I did throw away my vaccine card like last year. I was like, why am I carrying this piece of shit around? Fucking get out of here. And I threw it away. Not that I'm trying to get into like the vaccine talk and stuff, but I don't agree. I don't think we've been told exactly correct about everything. And if they try to pull some shit like that again, the way things have gone, I don't think I'm gonna go for what the main street says to do. Not that I'm trying to be defiant. It's just like, you guys are fucking with me, aren't you? They're like, no, we're not fucking with you. This is it. This is the science. This is the science. It's a new experimental vaccine. It should work. I mean, it will work. 100% effective. And then you get it, and then you get COVID, and you're like, 100% what? And they're like, yeah, well, you know, now you're good. You got natural immunity and the vaccine immunity. I'm like, oh, okay. I feel it working. They're like, if you feel bad, that means it's working. It's like, oh, okay, great. So glad it's working. COVID wrecked me. I mean, when I got it, I started taking so many fucking vitamins and stuff. And then they were like, "Hey, you should go get a booster." I'm like, "I should go get a booster?" Like, yeah, another booster shot just to keep up your immunity. I'm like, how about no? Fuck off, you fucking dumbasses! I ain't doing that shit. Which is weird because my stepdad, he is all in. He's like a big Trump supporter for a long time, which is, so that's kind of surprising because I feel like most of the, I guess what you would call the people on the right side or the Republican side or whatever you want to say, I feel like most of them are like, fuck that, you guys are dumb as shit, we're not wearing masks, we're not doing this, we're not taking that vaccine, blah, blah, blah. And he was hardcore for Donald Trump, but he went out, and I don't know when he got his booster last, but he has gone back several times. Several times. So yeah, you got to keep up good immunity. I'm like, but why? It's like, well, I don't want to get COVID. I don't want to die. So his ex-wife passed away. She had gotten COVID, and then it turned into pneumonia. She got over COVID. She was testing negative for COVID, but she had gotten pneumonia during her hospital stay, and she died from that. So I don't know. It's like, I don't want to. It's not that it's a super touchy subject with him, but it's like, I don't know. I keep telling him, I'm like, I don't know about this vaccine, man. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you know, so far I haven't, from the people that I respect, I haven't heard really anything good about the vaccine. It's all been bad. The people that I've listened to and even people I've talked to, like, it just, nobody's really had anything good to say about it. The mRNA is not, he's like, it's the future. It's the future of medicine. I'm like, okay, well, I don't think it worked out very well. I think their test run with it on America and the world really kind of shit the bed. This is not good. It's 100% effective. It's like, you will get COVID, but it won't be as bad. It stops transmission. All right, well, you can still, you're not wearing enough masks. You got to keep wearing masks. Are you 6 feet apart? Are you going to the bar? What are you doing? Go inside. Don't go outside. Stay inside. Go in the basement. Hang out in the basement for a couple of months. Then come out. You'll be fine. Don't, no, vitamin supplements. You don't need to take vitamin supplements. You don't need to do any of that stuff. Just eat a healthy, balanced diet of Cheerios and muffins. Don't let the sun touch your skin. I don't know. It's just This is all satire, because okay, like I'm not a guy that's smart enough to really get into a debate about all this shit. I just think can I not have my own views? Can I not do things the way I want to do them? Okay. I just don't think it was a good idea. And I'm not really going to fault all the people that followed the main, because how are you supposed to go against the main, people that are rule followers that want to do good, that are watching the news, that are listening to the same bullshit fucking shit all the time, they're like, yeah, of course I got vaccinated, and I wore a chemical suit to hug my grandchildren, and I wear 6 masks. And if somebody coughs near me, I shoot them in the head. Because that's the only way to get rid of the COVID. Of course, people are rule followers. My neighbor's having a party. Police, come break it up. They're not allowed to party. Son, sir, that's a baby shower. It's still a party. Like, there's only 10 people there. Like, yeah, that's over the limit, according to the CDC guidelines. You can't have that many people in one room. And they're not social distancing. They don't have masks on. They're out there kissing. They're out there sucking each other's cocks. Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't think they're really going to be able to get away with too much. They're going to have to really take things calmly if they want people to follow along with what they want to happen, because the way they pushed shit last time really didn't work out, and the world is not the same. This fucking guy really wants to get by. You're really in a hurry, aren't you, Texas? Texas Denali XL is in a real big hurry to get around me. They were about to pass me on the right. I put a fucking stop to that shit. You're a fucking dumbass. You're fucking dumb, dude. But yeah, I don't know. The whole COVID thing was crazy. Let's just forget it. Let's just forget that happened. Things are normal now. Let's just forget that happened. Let's focus on that Russia thing and the Israeli thing. And yeah, let's not worry about all that stuff. Look over here. Look at this stuff going on. Forget about the COVID. Remember Tiger King? What a great guy. He's still in jail. Why don't they let him out? Let him out. Let Tiger King out of jail. We need a season 2. I need a season 2. Get him out while he's in his prime, okay? Yeah, he's probably past his prime. But let him out. Let him out of jail. Or make a show in jail. What's he up to? What is the Tiger King doing? Poor guy. Just wanted to be gay and pet tigers. And, get rid of them when they get too old. But, what's the deal? What else are you going to do with them? Let a tiger get old as fuck? He loves them and loves them and loves them, and then there's no them. There's no bad things. It's just, they're gone. He probably pets them while he fucking shoots the thing in the back of their head. He's like, you're such a good tiger. They're done. It's like Lenny and Robert, or whatever the fuck that movie is. The Mice Men. I love you. And then he shoots him in the back of the head because he knew he had to. Lenny and Bruce? No, Lenny Bruce is somebody else. Um, the transmission on this truck is acting weird sometimes. That's nothing new, but 2 times now that I've pulled up to a stop sign, and it's like, when I hit the throttle, I need to be going. And this truck has had a glitch or something go on whenever I hit the throttle, and it goes, and I have to hit the brakes because it's just barely rolling out into traffic. And I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta let a bunch of cars go by. It's like, I missed my opening. This fucking piece of shit. Everybody looking at me is like, he can't drive a clutch. Look at him. He can't drive the 10-speed. Hey, it's a 12-speed and it's automatic, okay? There really shouldn't be much to it. There's not a user error here. This is just, you put it in the D button and then you hit the long skinny pedal. That's all you do, okay? I don't know. It's having some of its own malfunctions going on here. And I gotta continue to click this fucking manual button to shift it down to 11th gear because I'm doing 50 miles an hour in 12th gear, and it will not downshift. And if you do downshift it, it'll downshift and then it'll upshift immediately. So you got to hit it manual mode, go down to 11th gear, and run it up to 65 because it won't let you go fucking past 65, even though it should let you go 70. It's got enough RPMs left on the fucking meter here to get you up to 70, probably. But if it's like, oh, too many RPMs. No more. No more. Yeah, you 64 and a half is all you get. Then when you shift, it's like, oh, you want to shift? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, now we're shifted. And then you're already back down to 60 miles an hour. And then also last night I was going loaded downhill, and it would not go over 70. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this piece of shit? It's like it was limiting itself. I don't know. It's having glitches, dude. It's not good. All right, we're in Emporia now. So from Wichita, according to well, no, it's more than that because I drove a while without recording, but it's already been 47 minutes of me talking. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so Joe Rogan posted up a new episode yesterday, Monday, and it was with Terrence Howard and Eric Weinstein. Not Weinstein, apparently. It's Weinstein. And they're two big ass nerds, and they are just going off on, I don't know. Terrence Howard he wants to reshape the entire mathematics equations and stuff, and he's got all his theories and stuff. And the first time I listened to him, I'm like, dude, this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about. It was just him and Rogan. I was like, this guy might actually be onto something here. And then bring in Eric Weinstein, and I'm like, okay, never mind. It's all bullshit. Eric is tearing him apart, man. And it's crazy because Terrence Howard, he's the guy from a bunch of different movies. He's in Crash. He's the guy where his wife gets filled up by that cop, and he can't do anything about it because I don't know. It's supposed to be about race and stuff. All right, I am going this way. Okay, cool. But anyways, he's in there, and he's like, I think your stuff's bullshit. And he's like, okay, can you show me where the bullshit is? And he's like, it's everywhere. It's the whole thing. Everything you're talking about. He's like, you're doing interesting stuff. You're asking a lot of cool questions and stuff, but the fundamentals of what you're talking about are all wrong. And he's making up, he's using the scientific terms that have been used for decades but he's using them in different ways, like super symmetry, which apparently, I don't know. I'm the dumb fuck just listening, but apparently he keeps saying super symmetrical, and Eric is like, what? No, what? You'll have to come up with a new word for what you're trying to say, because there's already something called super symmetric. And he's like, well, I didn't go to college and I don't have all the degrees and stuff like you do. And he's like, I know, you don't. I'm sorry. I'm not trying. Really. And he's doing a good job. He's really trying not to be the meanest he could possibly be. But I don't know. You just look at Eric and you're like, your name's Eric. You ain't got a. He looks like a very smart guy that got picked on a lot growing up. Like he ain't got no backbone. But dude, he's showing it off today. Yesterday, he's like, you're in my wheelhouse now, bitch. I'm gonna show you what the fuck is going on. And it's a really interesting listen, but it's also very fucking boring for 4 hours. Just watching Terrence Howard get told he's wrong. But it's an interesting episode if you want to listen to it. It's so funny because I started drinking a little bit, and they went to the bathroom or something. They come back, and Eric is like, "Yeah, I see. We're still not sure what's going on with that red spot on Jupiter or whatever planet it is. I'm not even sure. I think it is Jupiter or whatever." And Terrence is like, it's gonna birth a moon, and they all just start laughing. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that's what he says. He says, in my terms, he's saying things are dependent on pressures. So and gravity is apparently like a draft. So like, we were birthed out of the sun. So our planet came out of the sun, and it's moving away from the sun at, I don't know how far, but not very fast. But it is moving away from the sun slightly, and it says that, or he says that we're in a Goldilocks zone. So Mars used to be in the Goldilocks zone. So Mars, the planet that we call Mars, used to be an Earth. But it's moved out of the Goldilocks zone, so now we're next, or something. I don't know. So I don't know. It's just an interesting, and everything. Yeah, everything deals with pressures and stuff. So and also 1 + 1, or 1 × 1 = 2 to him, because you can't multiply something and not have a gain or something like that. It's like you can't have 1 and then times it by 1 and then only have a single object. You'll have 2 objects. All right. Well, then what's 1 × 2? Is that 3? I don't know. He's got his own stuff. He's like, I remember being in my mother's womb. I seen angels and all this other stuff, and I don't know. He could be on to something. I'm not going to write him completely off, but with the new episode that just came out, seems like you might have a little bit more learning to do before you come and try to. And he's like, I got all these patents, and he's like, the patents don't mean shit. He's like, what do you mean? I got patents for everything. He's like, you can patent, crossing your fingers a different way. It doesn't mean that you're going to be able to change mathematics for life. You can patent a color of a car. That doesn't mean that you found something new. That's I don't know. He just talks about having all these patents all the time, and At first, whenever he was first talking about it, he was convincing. I was like, oh, okay, he's got a lot of patents and stuff. But yeah, the person that makes the patents is just a fucking guy. It's the smart guys go make the shit and apply for a patent. The guy that accepts the patent is just a guy. He's like, $300. Here's your patent, and he's just making money. So I don't know, kind of. it's an interesting episode. I hope he's got something else coming on today, which would be really cool. Got to wait a little bit for it, but we got a lady driver back. The one lady driver quit, and the other lady driver, she's been out with a medical deal going on, and now she's back. And we've been talking a little bit, and I'm like, so you're coming back? She's like, yep, I'm coming back on Monday. So yesterday was her first day. I'm like, okay, what are you going to be doing? She's like, I'm doing dogwood. I'm like, okay, you're probably going to take over the dogwood run. She's like, yep, I'm going to take it over. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, that's the run that I do, and that's the run that I enjoy. Like, this is the run that I've been built for. This is what I want to do when I go to work. It pays very well, and it keeps me out of the shop. I know what I'm doing. I know how to run. I mean, my Mondays are always fucked up, but this is what I want to do. And she gave it up at one point in time because she has a daughter, and she can't be out of town every single week with her daughter at home by herself, So she gave it up. She gave it to me. I got it, and then I taught the other chick how to do it, and then the other chick stole it from me. And she was just happy as a clam doing my fucking job, and I'm over here doing bullshit. But then I was like, oh, finally, we're back to being good. And then now she's back into work. And now she's like, I'm taking that fucking job. But I went and I talked to my boss. I was like, she is limited on mobility. So this job would probably suit her better. And plus, it pays pretty well. And she has been out of work for months. So she should probably have it. And he's like, I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. She's going to do what I tell her to do. I'm like, oh, shit, okay. He's like, no, it's your job. She will help you run a couple of loads, but that's about it. It's going to be your job. I'm like, oh, thank the Lord. Said, but there are going to be some times that I need you to go do something else. I'm like, okay. So, it just... how it is. So I got a little bit of good out of it, a little bit of bad, a little bit of good. I'm like, listen, I don't know, because realistically, if she needs to go out and do a job, and the job is a little bit rough, like she can't handle it because of her heart, her leg, her back, her head, I don't know, a bunch of shit going on, then they need to send another fucking peon out with her to do the laborious work, and she could just, run the equipment or whatever. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. But she's back, and I called her yesterday to see how she's doing, and she never called me back. I thought I was going to run into her at some point in time, but I think she's just chomping at the bit. That's a phrase. Chomping at the bit to get back into work and stuff. And I'm like, you better slow the fuck down and get your hours in, because if you're trying to work too fast, you're not going to get paid as much. You understand? I'm not saying like do 60 miles an hour on the highway or anything like that. I'm not talking about like sitting eating, stopping for breaks every 20 minutes or whatever, but she's like, go, go, go. Happy to be back at work. And it's like, okay, cool. Calm down, puppy dog. Just do your job. Don't go over and beyond, because nobody really cares if you go over and beyond. If the job gets done, the job gets done. If you go over and beyond and stress yourself out, the only thing you're doing is getting paid less. Relax. And yeah, I don't know. Not that I have no fear of being fired, but if they want to fire me, if anybody needs to get fired, they will call them into the office, suspend all duties immediately, and say, you're out of here. There's no, all right, you're going to work here for another 2 weeks, and then you got to get out of here. There's none of that shit going on with them. No matter how much I like my company, the company still has policies to where if we're going to fire somebody, we need to do it right now and get rid of them. There she goes. Damn, she's late as fuck. So if I'm going to get that respect out of an employer, why should I give the respect of giving 2 weeks? Like, hey, yeah, I'm looking for another company. I'm going to give 2 weeks and get out of here. What do you think that looks good? Is that considered leaving on good terms or whatever? No, I mean, maybe I'll just, I'll give them note. If I ever wanted to quit, I'd definitely give them notice. I'd be like, hey, just because I'm a nice guy, but I don't think it's necessary. Like, bro, I'm out of here, dude. Yeah, I got another job. It's already set up, ready to go. I'm out of here. But so I don't know. If you're working for like a mom and pop small business or whatever, yeah, give them the respect they're going to give you, probably. But if you're working for like a corporation or a big company that's got hundreds of employees, they don't really give a fuck. The people that you've never met that really call the shots don't give a fuck. They've fired 7 people this week. They don't give a shit. Their souls are black already. Okay? And you're not going to turn their souls around. So just I don't know. Going above and beyond can get you some good things, but it can also fuck you over. Now, I don't know. It's kind of a motivation killer, but realistically, if you get your job done and you don't get called into the office for issues and stuff, or get phone calls because you're speeding, or, have a lot of mishaps, then you're probably going to be okay. Like, that's a solid employee right there. Never gets in trouble. He's on time. He gets his job done. And he doesn't give me no lip. And he's enjoyable to be around. That's really all the qualities people really want, I would think. But anyways, that chick just passed me. She's late as fuck. I'm going to give her a call. So, adios, muchachos. Keep all 18 down. I'll talk to you later.